Hey y'all, it's Matt Stepp for Dave Campbell's Texas Football, reporting live from a gas station in Cisco, Texas, giving you my Friday night instant reaction as I gas up and head back to Fort Worth. First off, my game tonight, I was at the Crosstown Showdown at beautiful Shotwell Stadium, debuting their brand new press box, and in front of a packed house of about 10,000, the Abilene Eagles improved to 2-0 with a very workmanlike win over Abilene Cooper, 26-7. Defenses both dominated. Two big plays from Abilene in the second quarter kind of broke the game open. An 81-yard touchdown reception by Rylan Bradford and a punt return for a touchdown in the second quarter kind of broke things open. And Abilene in the second half opened the half with a 15-play, 70-yard drive to kind of ice it for the Eagles. So congrats to Abilene High in their annual rivalry game against Abilene Cooper. A few things I've noticed so far across the state of Texas. Let's start the game of the night in the DFW area. The Aledo Bearcats, 5A Division I number one team, gets a test from a young Denton Geyer squad, 48-45. The Bearcats with a last-second field goal to win it to improve to 2-0. I think, honestly, both teams probably leave this game feeling pretty good about themselves. Aledo gets a win over a really good 6A team, top 20 type team in Geyer. And I think a young Geyer team grew up a little bit tonight. Aledo hit him early in the mouth, jumped out to a lead. Geyer storms back, ties it up 45-45. You know, Geyer probably, I haven't looked at the game in detail, but I'm sure Geyer, they feel like they probably had multiple chances to win that game. So I think both teams walk away feeling pretty good about things. In the crazy score of the night, let's go to Austin, where Liberty Hill and Hutto, no, this is not a basketball score. This is a football score. Liberty Hill takes down Hutto 82-80. I can't wait to see a box score for this one. It sounds like the slot T. After struggling in week one, Liberty Hill got beat pretty bad by San Antonio Wagner to open the season. They bounced back with a nice win over a good 6A in Hutto. I do know Hutto quarterback Will Hammond accounted for 10 touchdowns tonight. I don't know what the breakdown rushing passing is. Like I said, if you got a box score, send that box score to me for Hutto Liberty Hill. That looks like an absolute insane game. A few other big games tonight that kind of caught my eye. Up in the Panhandle, Canadian gets out to a fast start, rolls past Bushland 55-35. The Wildcats are for real and do a good job in cementing their number one ranking in 3A Division II. In a battle of number one teams, 5A Division II, number one Melissa rolls past 4A Division I, number one China Springs 63-33. Melissa jumped out early. Trevor Ham and Carson Maynard, the quarterback-receiver combo, went nuts early on. China Spring kind of climbed back in this game, kind of got it within 2 touchdowns, I believe, and then Melissa hit the gas late and extended it back out to a 30-point lead and cruises to a big win. I think Melissa obviously is for real. China Spring punching up, probably disappointing. You lose. You give up 63 points at home, but Melissa's a different animal right now. They're really, really good, and through 2 weeks, they have done nothing but lock in their number one ranking in the 5A Division II ranks. Down in Houston, big win for Atascocita, their first ever win over Katy. Corday Mack, the sophomore, with 3 touchdowns, leading Atascocita to a pretty convincing 42-27 win over Katy. I watched a good portion of this game in the press box, and a couple of Atascocita mistakes kind of kept Katy in the game, but, for the most part, Atascocita pretty much controlled that game. That was pretty thorough and impressive from Atascocita. Obviously, the Eagles' top 10 team are the real deal. They're going to move up in the rankings. Katy's probably going to drop a little bit, probably out of the top 10. First couple of games for Katy, some concerns for sure. They're still really good, but this is not right now the vintage or elite Katy team that we're used to seeing. This is a team that right now through 2 weeks has some weaknesses, and then they're being exposed. A close win over Clear Springs last week, and then this week they get kind of handled by Atascocita. So credit to Craig Stump and the Atascocita Eagles. Finally going to the small school ranks. I think the big game in East Texas tonight really was Hooks and Cooper. Hooks a top 10 3A D2 team, Cooper a top 10 2A D1 team. Hooks backup quarterback, their starting quarterback broke his leg, I believe, in week 1, is out for the year. Their backup quarterback comes in, leads them to a 7-point win on the road against a really good Cooper team. That's a Cooper team that went 13-1 last year and beat Hooks, went 13-0 all the way until they lost to Timpson in the regional final. Good win for the Hooks Hornets. They've, through 2 weeks, they're 2-0 with wins over Harmony and Cooper. The Hooks Hornets, Chris Birdwell's squad in East Texas, keep an eye on those guys. It's a really, really good start for them and a good win. So that's really about it here. We're here from the gas station. I've gassed up. I got my drink, and yeah, I'm going to hit I-20 East and head back to Fort Worth and try to get a few hours sleep before heading to Houston in the morning. So signing off here in Cisco, Texas, Matt Stepp with Dave Campbell's Texas Football.